Namaskar, hello and welcome back to Chai Chat with Lavina, where I'm talking about being a Muslim in the world and in India to Yana and to Amna Begum. And here I go again. Thank you very very much for sparing the time and मैं तो बहुत सीख रही हूँ आपसे. तो एक चीज आपने मुझे जाते वक्त बोली थी that growing up you didn't feel quite nice being called the Indian Muslim. You felt a little, is that right? Being a little bit, ऐसा लगा कि हमसे क्यों, why the identity?
I have no problem getting called as an Indian Muslim, but this question that as an Indian Muslim, are you pro-Indian or not? I mean, why this question should be at the first place? क्योंकि as a मतलब even this is in our religion कि अपने देश के साथ वफादारी करना बहुत जरूरी है. हुब्बुल वतनी जिसे बोलते हैं.
हुब्बुल वतन मिनल ईमान.
Exactly. So I never understood this thing. However, because I'm a curious mind, I also started discovering that there is a history, baggage. Because एक पूरा country बना है किसी religion के नाम पे.
Do you feel you have to prove yourself as an Indian all the time?
No, I don't feel that I have to prove myself all the time, but I do feel I need to speak up because there are so many Indian Muslim like me जिनसे यही क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाएंगे because वो वोकल इनफ नहीं है, because वो साइड वोकल इनफ है जो हमेशा ये छवि प्रेजेंट करता है कि वो कभी इंडिया से खुश नहीं हो सकते, जो इंडिया पे हमेशा ब्लेम करते रहेंगे, जो हमेशा इंडिया के मुस्लिमों के अंदर एक विक्टिम माइंडसेट को बढ़ावा देते रहेंगे.
मैच हो रहा है तो पाकिस्तान को सपोर्ट कर रहे हो कि इंडिया को? ये सवाल कई लोग पूछते हैं ना.
मुझसे तो कभी नहीं पूछा, बट हाँ एंड उसके पीछे लेकिन एक चीज मैं चाहती हूँ हमेशा नुआंसेस रहे. पहले मुझे भी गुस्सा आता था, बट देन आई स्टार्टेड नोटिसिंग कि जब कुछ लोग वहां पे पटाखे फोड़ रहे हैं एंड क्योंकि एक हिस्टोरिकल बैगेज है वहां पे जहां पे एक पूरा देश क्लेम किया गया है रिलीजन के नाम पे, तो लोगों के मन में शंकाएं आती हैं. बट देयर इज ओनली वन वे फॉरवर्ड टू हैव अ कम्युनिकेशन एंड डायलॉग बिटवीन बोथ कम्युनिटीज, जो मैं देखती हूँ नहीं हो रहा और ना जो हमारे मुस्लिम इंटेलेक्चुअल है वो होने देना चाहते हैं. बिकॉज द मोर द कन्फ्लिक्ट बेटर देयर करियर, द मोर द कन्फ्लिक्ट द बेटर देयर नैरेटिव.
तो आप जब इस तरह की दोनों बातें बोलते हैं विच इज नॉट द पॉपुलर परसेप्टिव नैरेटिव, ट्रोल होते हैं विद इन द कम्युनिटी?
मैं तो दोनों तरफ से होती हूँ.
आपने जो बात मुझे पूछी ना, जो इसको पूछी, व्हाट डिड यू आस्क? डू यू हैव टू प्रूव योरसेल्फ? Why are you asking that question? Because the way we get trolled is whenever we say something for our country, the troll that comes from the anti-India side is, you keep trying to prove your loyalty, keep trying, but they'll never accept you. Keep trying. What is there to try? That's my country.
ये देश हमारा है.
ये देश मेरा है. This is my country, and I'm saying something that I like. And then they put it across in such a way so that other Muslims don't get inspired to speak so vocally for their country. They put it in such a way that, you're doing too much to impress, keep doing, but you'll never be considered as their own. I'm not doing it to be considered as somebody's own. It is my country and I'm going to say what I think about it. Now, I have been lucky enough to have a lot of followers on Twitter, on YouTube. So they have seen all my, so my viewers and my subscribers are aware of how I speak and what my thoughts are. I've been lucky. So most Muslims don't have that kind of followers. So what happens is, even when I criticize the government for any wrong moves that they've made, for any wrong governance, government moves, my followers understand and they agree. They're like, yes, Yana ji, you're right. For example, the Karnataka elections were not conducted nicely. Too much of importance was given to Kerala Story as a movie. Why is BJP trying to promote it? The movie is anyways a super hit. Who wants to watch it will go and watch it. Who doesn't want to watch will not watch. Why does the government has to promote a movie? And then you lose Karnataka elections right after that. So when I said that, everybody agreed. Yes, ma'am, you're right. They should focus on governance. Not on these kind of things. They should not be promoting movies. It makes no sense. Kabhi Kashmir files, kabhi Kerala files. They should. So when I openly criticize the government, my followers agree. And there are a lot of so-called right-wing Hindu followers who follow me and they agree with me, despite the fact that I'm a Muslim. What does this mean? That it's not like you have to prove your loyalty to your country. You can also be critical of your country and your government. But you...
What about the other side who are anti-India? गोदी मीडिया बोलते हैं आपको?
बहुत ज्यादा गोदी मीडिया बोलते हैं. I mean, आप मुझे बताइए, अगर कश्मीर से मैंने सच्ची स्टोरीज लाई, सच्चे लोगों की जेन्युइन स्टोरीज अगर मैंने सामने लाई कि फलाने ने नीट को पास किया विद फुल मार्क्स, फलानी छोटी लड़की ने अपने खुद का चॉकलेट का बिजनेस शुरू किया, इसमें आप मुझे बताइए गोदी मीडिया क्या है? बट जस्ट बिकॉज दे वांट टू लेबल समवन हु स्पीक्स फॉर द कंट्री, they so let me tell you, the anti-India leftist group or whatever, they a lot of their propaganda depends on personal comments, offensive personal comments.
मुझे बताइए, यूके में भी एक परसेप्शन है, there is a huge perception that India is being divisive and there यहाँ पे आप अपना यूके का एक्सपीरियंस बताएं.
It was horrible. So there are many people here who are of Pakistani origin who have never been to Kashmir, and they are setting a narrative for us. The obvious reason for that is because, there are a lot of people here who live on social security, a lot of people who live off funding and donations and zakat, and those donations and that zakat is taken in the name of either Palestine or taken in the name of Syria or taken in the name of Kashmir Jihad. So in the name of, okay, we need to resettle the people who have suppressed and oppressed in Kashmir, so please donate in the name of Kashmir Jihad. So millions of dollars of donations go. Now also organizations like Khatme Nabuwat and all which exist in Pakistan are taking like so much of donation and zakat in the name of Kashmir. So they are the people who never want to show that things are normal in Kashmir, because then their pockets will take a hit.
But there are voices. It can't be कि सभी कुछ सही है और हो रहा है, and there must be कहीं मतलब कहते हैं ना, धुआं है तो कहीं तो आग होगी.
See, if you're talking about unemployment, if you're talking about lack of opportunities, that exists in Bihar also, that exists, there is the existence of social problems in every state in India, in every place in the world. But that doesn't mean that you want a separate state. The only reason that you would want a separate state is because you are trying to divide the people into Hindu and Muslim, or, you are trying to make a demographic division. So that the separatism itself makes no sense, because India is a secular and democratic country.
Being an Indian Muslim in the UK or in the world, how do you think that tag works for you? Being outside, do you see the difference, both of you?
I see the difference. Look what happened in Ukraine. I'll just give you a small example. So the Pakistanis had to put an Indian flag on their bus so that they were allowed to pass off.
Covered the story.
Yes, there you go. What does that say? So you see the difference. So we as Indian Muslims, especially as Kashmiris, staying on the border of Pakistan and India, we feel so proud that it's just a border that separates us, but look how superior we are. We are up there and look where you are. So it's a kind of a superiority complex, yes, that many nationalist Kashmiri Indians have, Muslims have. And I don't know, I'm proud of it.
अगर आप एक चाहे सरकार आपके लिए कुछ करे और तो वो क्या होगा?
Do you know that the schemes that the government has introduced, even I am one of the beneficiaries of that. So 150 Kashmiri youngsters have got scholarships to learn AI of things, artificial intelligence courses from reputed universities, and I am one of them. And I'm actually doing data science from a very reputed American university, and I'm about to complete it. So, I mean, what can I say? मैं और क्या मांगू अपनी गवर्नमेंट? जितना हो सकता है वो कर. Right now, G20 is going on. Why? They want to bring Kashmir on the roadmap. They want more jobs, more foreign investments. They want to bring Kashmir on the bucket list of international tourists. I mean, there is not a single intention of current government that I feel is bad for Kashmiris and for Muslims.
How is your family taking it?
Family is, you will not believe it, their mindset towards this government is actually slowly, gradually changing. They used to also think it's a Hindutva government. They're only going to be pro-Hindus. They're not going to do anything for Muslims. They're in fact going to oppress us. But eventually when they see certain small, gestures, they feel happy. So my mother happened to see a video where Modi ji was giving a speech, and she really wasn't watching. I was watching it. And then Azan started in the backdrop, and he just like folded his mics and he was just waiting. And there were some Hindus who were saying, please continue. He's like, let the Azan finish. My mom actually saw that, and she's a regular Muslim housewife. She's going to feel happy with these things. She's like, he actually waited for the Azan to get over. And that's what we do, right? We switch off the volume, and we're not on our phones. We cut the phone and all. When the Azan is going on, we just focus on the Azan. So she was so impressed. So they're these small things. So there are a lot of things that this government has done. That is
What more can it do?
What more can it do is what I ask. I don't want to be appeased in a different way. I want the same set of rules and regulations and the same benefits that my Hindu brothers and sisters are also getting, because that's how I'm going to feel Indian.
That's how you're going to feel one. Go on.
UCC. Uniform Civil Code.
Yeah, absolutely the same thing that I said.
That's
So you want one law for all, so
Yes.
that you feel one with the country. Very different narrative, very different rhetoric indeed. There is perception, and then there is reality, and there is a reality in between somewhere. I think हमें ये जो center ground है कहीं ना कहीं we have to not only find it but also have the courage to stick to it and hope that this continues, क्योंकि यहीं पे कहीं ना कहीं we all are essentially people who want to do good and have peace and harmony, which is what we wish for. And thank you so much for watching this episode. How do you think this played out to you? How do you hear it? Please send your feedback to me on chaichat@aajtak.com, or you can write into me, Twitter me best at Lavina Tandon, and I love to hear from you. Thank you, take care, and God bless.